You're listening to a community story from Be My Eyes.
Hello, my name is Harrison. I live in the United States and I am a totally blind Be My Eyes user. I live here in Austin, Texas by myself, which means that oftentimes I need help from Be My Eyes volunteers for several things that need to be done within the home, especially with social distancing regulations. It isn't as easy to get sighted help that is immediately available in my local area, so oftentimes Be My Eyes comes through as a very, very good solution. A lot of the things that I do with Be My Eyes include simple tasks like reading the menu or reading something off a display screen. Also making sure that I'm socially distanced from other people and making sure that I, know what food packaging is, etc., etc. So I want to tell the story of an experience that I had, and it's an experience that went above and beyond my expectations. And I want to tell it like this. So there was one day I had gotten a book through Kickstarter. So Kickstarter, for those who do not know, is a crowdfunding platform which allows you to back novels, and it allows you to be able to, or back not just novels, but it allows you to back projects. And with this, you are able to kind of help bring projects to life. I had backed a novel in Norwegian called Svaneflukten, and it is a storybook adventure that I wanted to read. I do speak fluent Norwegian. I learned it because I absolutely love Danish, Norwegian, and Swedish literature. And so I have learned Norwegian and Swedish in order to read these novels. So I was supposed to receive an ebook and a physical print copy. Unfortunately, there were issues with the ebook, so all I ended up receiving in the end were a physical print copy. Well, so at this point, I have this issue. I am totally blind. I can't read print. I know that the scanning software is not going to do very well with Norwegian. And I need to find someone who's at least willing to read me the books in bits and pieces. What I ended up doing was I actually changed my language to Norwegian within the Be My Eyes app, and I called Be My Eyes and requested assistance with reading this novel in Norwegian. I got a absolutely wonderful volunteer, and she told me her story. She actually lives in the same country, lives in the United States, but has found that after marrying a Norwegian, after marrying an American, she does not have much opportunity to speak her native language of Norwegian. And she hasn't read Norwegian in like 10 years. So I said, are you okay doing this? And she read me the introduction of the novel using the camera. Then she said to me, I'm willing to read you the whole book. And I was absolutely floored. I was very, very surprised that she was willing to read me the whole book. I mean, reading a book is a time commitment, but she's like, yes, I want to help. And you're helping me just as much as I'm helping you. You're helping me retain my language, and we can practice Norwegian together and stuff like that. And, just the kindness of people is absolutely amazing. So we started that. We exchanged email addresses. I ended up taking photos of the entire book, sending them to her, and she's in process of reading the novel to me in Norwegian. Sending me bits and pieces here and there, and I really, really appreciate it. I thought I would have to find, 10, 20, 30 volunteers to read me a few pages at a time, but the generosity and the kindness of some people is absolutely amazing. And, we're still friends. We're still connected. I guess the moral of the story is twofold. Number one, if you need help with Be My Eyes, it's almost impossible not to find the help you need without a little bit of ingenuity. If you can come up with a way for it to be done, the volunteers will be absolutely happy to go above and beyond to help you get it done. Today, I even used Be My Eyes to set up the shot for this video. They told me left, right, and I was able to set up the shot for this video. The second thing I want to say is actually something that's a little more profound, which is that Be My Eyes is not just a network of volunteers. It's a network of people who care, all around the world and who are willing to use their unique talents, whether it be something as simple as, the ability to speak Norwegian, or something as complicated as maybe you get a volunteer who's able to read music or math, or maybe that's just what you need that day. Og jeg vil se for den normen, jeg vil se takk fordi at ni har gjort, og ni har hjulpet til, fordi jeg tror at det alltid viktig at kunne ha mennesker rundt hele verden som kan hjelpe til mennesker. Og jeg glad for ni i Norge. Og personer som har fått i Norge, som bor her i USA i denne fallen, jeg vil si takk så mye. Tusen takk. Ni har hjulpet til noen som ikke i Norge, har aldri vært i Norge, men ville prate tall. Så takk så mye for det. And, Be My Eyes is a very, very powerful, powerful thing.
Thank you for listening to this community story from Be My Eyes. You can share your story too. Send it to mystory@bemyeyes.com. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, download our app, or visit bemyeyes.com/community-stories for more.